All right, I have Nojus Namajunas here, brother of Rose Namajunas, the former UFC champion. So, Nojus, man, how's it going? You got your pro debut coming up. You excited to perform at the end of the month?
I am super excited. It is, it's been a long time coming for me, actually.
Yeah, for sure, man. And talk to me about your journey, because we know your sister's journey. It's been well documented. But for you, did you kind of get introduced to martial arts a similar way, or did you guys kind of come to the sport at different times?
Yeah, actually, we got introduced to martial arts the same day. um, yeah, we both started in Taekwondo. We started going to this place called Cho's Martial Arts in Milwaukee, and yeah, so that was the beginning of our journey. I got a cool story too about it. So like our first martial arts lesson was about untraining fear, and so like the guy that was teaching us, great grandmaster Chom Sun Cho, I think he was like part of the Olympic committee and stuff like that for the WTF, and anyway, he's the legit Korean dude, legit Taekwondo. Like apparently he's got like 200 fights undefeated, stuff like that. But anyway, so like he had us all line up in a row, and she was like 4 years old and I was like 7 or 6 or 7 or something like that. And he went all down the line. Like he would have us line up shoulder to shoulder all the way, and he would go up to us and punch right in front of our faces, like an inch in front of our eye, like, and it would be like the idea was that you shouldn't blink when something's coming at you so that you can see, and yeah, that blink, if you blinked, then you had to go and do 10 push-ups on your knuckles, and he just did that for the whole class, for the whole hour. And so we were just doing push-ups until we figured it out.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys stuck with MMA after that, having to do so many push-ups. But is it kind of crazy to think back at that? And I mean, here you are with your pro debut, your journey in pro MMA is just getting started. Rose obviously has accomplished quite a bit. So is it crazy to reflect back then and see where you guys are now?
Yeah, it is pretty crazy to see where we're at now because, her journey never stopped. It never even paused. She just kept going from it, from the age of 4 all the way. She was doing competitions all over the world and stuff like that. So, so for me, I quit when I was about 12 or 13. I had my black belt in Taekwondo when I was about 10. And then I quit because I quit at about 12 or 13 because I wasn't able to test for my first degree black belt. And I thought it was because of some, like Rose went to a different karate school and something like that, so I thought they were taking it out on me. But I don't even know if that was the case or anything like that. I was so young. But either way, I quit martial arts for a while. I still like hit the heavy bag and did all my forms and practiced my kicks and stuff like that. But after that, yeah, like I became a musician. So I had been playing piano since I was 5, and then I took it all the way to get my college degree, and then I started teaching piano, and I had about 40 private piano students on my own, and I was doing great. And then I moved to Denver and just decided to pursue MMA.
Yeah, man, that's great. How much did your sister's success in the sport kind of have the what ifs going for you? Like, were you inspired by her at all? Where you were like, man, she's doing so great. We kind of started out the same place. Like, now let's see how I can do with this.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went, man. So when she got on the Ultimate Fighter show, I thought that was really awesome because, like that was her chance. That was her big break. And, she took that far. She took it all the way to the title shot. And, she lost that fight against Carla. And from there, for some reason, I told her because I was actually at that fight, and she was only like 22 years old, and I was like, Rose, you're only 22. Like, you're so young. You don't even get your full adult brain until you're 26. So like, you know, that's the main thing that, you know, in my mind was inspiring, because she was so young and she was already at the pinnacle of the sport. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. So once I moved out here to Denver, I started training jiu-jitsu, and I actually visited Grudge and trained a little bit. And then I was like, yeah, man, I think I could do this, you know? So then the rest is history. I just kind of kept going with it. And now I'm making my pro debut.
That's great, man. And I guess what made you decide now's the time for pro? Obviously, you have a couple amateur fights under your belt. You think that you just felt like your progress was there?
Yeah. So like all my life, you know, I've been a fighter, like, you know, in my heart, and I've had to use self-defense in real situations and stuff like that. And not only that, like I've been there around it and watched it and learned a lot. And then once I started to train it, like I started to perform pretty good in the gym. And I was like, well, you know, if these guys are pros and I'm doing it here with them, you know what I mean? I should just try to commit myself and really make it, you know, make a run for it, you know? So, yeah.
And do you have the same aspiration, sister? Like, are you hoping to get to the UFC and contend for titles someday? Is that something that you're looking for and make this your life?
Oh, I'm 31 years old. So like, you know, is it a long shot for a lot of people, especially, you know, most people, they're 30. Yeah, they're not going to make it to the UFC. That's just, you know, the numbers, the odds are against me. Let's put it that way. But, you know, I really do believe in myself. And I think that, yeah, I can go really, really far if I just keep doing what I'm doing right now. So yeah, we'll see how far I can get, but I do have aspirations to go to the UFC and, you know, do everything that I can to get to the top. So
there you go. And, you know, you just so everybody at home knows, you'll be fighting on March 27th, Mountain Force MMA 23. Tyson Craig, what do you think people can expect to see out of you in this fight if this is the first time they're seeing you?
Man, okay, so my last fight went pretty good. My last fight, I knocked a guy out less than a minute. So I bring the heat, man. I bring a lot of fire. I bring a lot of go to it. So it's gonna be high flying. And this dude Tyson Craig too. He's aggressive. He's really yeah. He's aggressive, and he's definitely you know, he's tough. So for sure, yeah, you're gonna expect to see some fireworks going down. So
there you go. And I got to ask you too before I leave you here. Looking at your Instagram, there's some interesting stuff going on. Daily updates with. Is it called Carenza? Is it Sticks? And you and Rose are on mountains doing it and all sorts of places. So explain to me what kicked off this whole thing and what it's all about. Yeah.
So the Sticks are, they're really inspired by Greg Nelson from the Minnesota Martial Arts Academy, or Academy of Minnesota. I can't remember how it goes, but it's the Academy. So, yeah, the Academy, Greg Nelson, he's Rose's, one of Rose's main coaches. You know, like he's been teaching her, you know, for a long time, and he's like the war general, you know. So, but he's a lifelong martial artist, and he does everything. Like, he doesn't just do wrestling, he doesn't just do boxing, he doesn't just do kickboxing or Muay Thai. He doesn't specialize in one particular thing. Even though he's got a 4th degree black belt in jiu-jitsu under Pedro Sauer, like, he's an excellent martial artist all around. He's like an encyclopedia of martial arts. And, you know, I figured, you know, if anything, I just keep doing this. And if I can be like him, like, that would be amazing, you know? So I saw him doing Carenzas during the quarantine, and it was really cool. And then, like, me and Pat and Rose were all talking about it, and we've been just like geeking out over Greg Nelson. So, so yeah, he's kind of the inspiration for the Sticks that I've been doing. And basically, Carenza is a free form, 1 round of stick techniques, and you just kind of, it's like shadow boxing for Filipino stick fighting. So I try to live stream it if I can. Sometimes we're in the mountains, I gotta just do a video and then save it for later. But yeah, the Carenzas, I think I'm on day today was like day 76. So yeah, I'm twirling my sticks around, and you can do it with any weapon too. So sometimes I'll take out an axe or a knife or something like that, and I'll mess around with that. Just do a round of basically shadow boxing with the weapon.
There you go. I'm gonna go look around my house after this and try to find some stuff to do it with. But are Rose and Pat, are either one of them gonna be in your corner for this fight?
Yeah, I don't really know exactly what they're doing. So I do know my coach Jake Ramos from Genesis Training Academy. He's going to be in my corner for sure. Other than that, everything's up in the air. But if they want to corner me, then I'll gladly welcome them to corner me. So yeah.
There you go. Yesterday, the Rose's title fight finally got made official by the UFC. They put out the announcement and everything. So how do you think she does in this one? You think she'll, obviously, I'm assuming you have faith your sister will be bringing back gold to Colorado?
Yeah, she's going to finish her, dude.
There you go. You heard it here. And prediction for your fight as well while we're at it.
I'm gonna go for the choke. I'm going for the choke, man.
There we go. We got one choke and one finish due to strikes coming back to Colorado. So, Nojus, I really appreciate the time, man. Nice to meet you. Good to get our first interview in, and good luck on the journey, man.
Cool. Thank you very much.